Blaming Buhari over current hardship is disrespectful to Nigerians, APC chieftain. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Former Director General of the Progressive Governors Forum (PGF) Salihu Lukman has faulted Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun and the National Security Advisor to the President Nuhu Ribadu for blaming former President Muhammadu Buhari for the current hardship Nigerians are facing. The APC chieftain disclosed that for President Asiwaju Tinubu to earn the trust of Nigeria, he must first and foremost accept that as APC leader, he is equally responsible for the failure of the former President Buhari. Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, had on November 13, 2023, at the annual conference of Chief of Defense Intelligence, he disclosed that President Tinubu inherited a bankrupt country. Also, on Sunday, November 26, 2023, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, while featuring on Channel Television Sunday Politics, informed Nigerians that President Bola Tinubu inherited an administration that was almost comatose. Responding to the development through a statement released on Monday in Abuja, Lukman, immediate past APC National Vice Chairman Northwest, said those excuses were given to rationalize why Nigerians are going through the current difficult times. According to Lukman, rather than be giving excuses, we should be telling Nigerians what we are doing to address the problems. However, an APC government, which succeeded a previous APC government, it is disrespectful to Nigerians to give excuses about the current state of harsh living conditions in Nigeria by blaming previous governments. As members and leaders of the All Progressive Congress, we should take responsibility and take the needed initiative to make life better for all Nigerians. If anything, we should justify the confidence of Nigerians in giving us a mandate to continue to rule the country even after being unable to meet the expectations of Nigerians in many respects. Unarguably, Nigerians voted the All Progressive Congress and President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the last general elections very consciously and confident that under the leadership of President Asiwaju Tinubu, the challenges facing the country will be addressed. Excuses will only confirm that we are in denial that the government produced by our party is perhaps responsible for Nigeria's challenges. Once we are in denial, it also suggests that we are going to grandstand when we initiate action that worsen the situation or fail to initiate actions to resolve the problem. This will simply mean being dishonest. This will simply mean being dishonest, which will narrow our responses to making excuses for our failure or inability to meet expectations of Nigerians. This must be avoided. It is quite worrisome that coming from a party envisions to be progressive, we are giving excuses. How can we renew the hope of Nigerians by giving excuses? We must appeal to our leaders to stop giving excuses and take responsibility. If we are to be responsible, we should admit that the current hardship facing Nigeria is largely a product of two critical decisions taken by the government of President Asiwaju. The two decisions are withdrawal of fuel subsidy and floating the naira against other major currencies. No doubt these are very necessary decisions, and President Asiwaju Tinubu deserves every commendation for those bold decisions. Part of what is very glaring is that the decisions were taken by the government without proper planning. Withdrawing subsidy without addressing the questions of what needs to be done to guarantee local production, we are bound to have the current mess of skyrocketed increase in prices of petroleum products. Similarly, floating the naira against other major currencies without taking the needed steps to reduce import will also produce what we have today, whereby the value of naira is permanently on a downslide. Ideally, if we are progressives as we claim to be, we should have timed all the decisions to coincide with when local production would have picked up. Now that decisions have been taken, what is that is being done to improve local production? With respect to local production of fuel, there have been so many references in recent time about repairs of refineries and commencement of production by Dangote Refinery. Where are we with all this? Should the information coming from our leaders and are not excuses? While appealing to both Tinubu and all APC leaders in government at all levels to resist the temptation of giving excuses, Lukman said, and I quote, "As loyal APC members, it is traumatic to continue to witness situations whereby the business of governance is reduced to excuses. When we supported the mega of our party legacy parties, we were very hopeful that the emergence of our party would change all this. Unfortunately, here we are, contending with the same old reality of excuse making by our leaders in government. That is the bane of our politics. It is the travesty which characterizes Nigerian democracy, which APC promised to change. If for whatever reasons we have been unable to change it under the leadership of former President Buhari, Nigerians have given us a second chance under the leadership of President Asiwaju Tinubu. Being a party member who is never a beneficiary in every respect of both the government of former President Buhari and the current one under President Asiwaju Tinubu, we feel the pains Nigerians are going through. It is important to appeal to all our leaders not to take Nigerians for granted. Nigerians voted for our party, not because they just wanted former President Buhari and President Asiwaju Tinubu achieve their personal ambitions of becoming president. Our party and our leaders, notably former President Buhari and the current President Asiwaju Tinubu, were voted largely because Nigeria trusted that our leaders would honestly deliver on their campaign promises. If by whatever yardstick the conclusion is reached that former President Buhari has failed, our leaders in government at whatever level do not have the luxury of celebrating it. Instead, we should all be busy working hard to translate such failure to become the success of President Asiwaju Tinubu. The failure and limitations of former President Buhari is our collective failure. In the same way, we will also be failing as a party if we allow Asiwaju Tinubu to fail, whether we are part of the government or not. We must appeal to President Asiwaju Tinubu and all our leaders in government to do something urgently to ameliorate the suffering of Nigerians before it is too late. Nigerians are truly going through hard times. No excuses to pacify our citizens. In fact, excuses will not put food on the table of Nigerians. This one to me coming from an APC governor, Dapo Abiodun. It sweet my mind to be small, but talk again is cheap. Yes, all he said is in line. But where I know agree with him with when he say Nigerians na vote Asiwaju, we no get joy. We no vote that man. That man came in through the wall. And it is even more painful that he came in through the wall with no idea on how to run Nigeria, with no idea on how to make Nigeria better, and with a lot of excuses saying that the emit comatose economy. No be APC, I ask again. If you feel say money they miss, you no go call your fellow party member, make them call explain as money use, as you spend money. If the money collector, you no go fit collect am for your hand. Those that Abiodun don't talk. All this something they give us the excuses. When they really won't work, we go no. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.